Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build the other list, which is the boom arm endpoints. So we need one list. We need two versions of this. We need one list that eliminates the last one, like we have now, so the same thing. Then we need another one that eliminates the first one, which is basically the same thing again, but with a different index value. So I'm going to try and keep this pretty clean here. So I'm going to put another point param at the end, and I'm going to call this one, I'll call this try mass top. Seems silly, but it'll be easier to work with later. So try mass top is going to go over here. We need another list that's going to be for the boom arm that has the endpoint removed. So that's going to be for our boom arm that's tied with the first part. So let's just kind of go over here to the boom arm lists. And let's plug that in instead. So this becomes boom end or something like that, or boom top, whatever you want to call it, boom B or something. So this list is the same thing. It's cutting off the last one. So I'm going to put another param in for that. And I'm going to call this one try, we'll call it boom. This is the one with the end removed. So we'll call it boom 0. We'll do boom 0, boom 1. So this is boom 0 that started at the original 0 and has the end cut off. And then the next one's actually going to be a lot easier because the splitting value is just going to be the number 0, I think, or number 1. So we can copy this whole thing down. And this one can stay boom end. You can tie it to the same thing if you want, but it doesn't really matter. We can get rid of this math and just plug in a value of 1 or 0? Yeah, 1. So what that did was it cut into the A column. It took the first index and it just shot that one up there. And then in the B column, that's the remaining 5. So that's going to be here. I'm going to call this try boom 1 because it started from the index value of 1 of the overall list, which is what you're seeing here. So you can see boom, try boom 0. Oh, you can't see it because these are off. So try boom 0 starts at 0, goes to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and does not include 5. That's there. And then try boom 1 starts at 1 and goes up to 5. Is that clear? So I didn't really add much. I just sort of did short iterations of everything there. So now we have 3 separate point values, and we just have to sort of bring them all together. So I'm going to go to surface, freeform. I'm going to do a 4-point surface. Oops. Surface freeform, and you just start plugging them in. So we're going to go from boom 0 to there to there. And there's our triangulated structure. So what I think is pretty cool about this now is that we can start to mess around with it and sort of test what it can do. So we don't actually need to have our mast be in that location. We can sort of pull it like this if we wanted. I think what I want to do here is possibly flip this thing to the other side. So actually, let's change our degree value to like 180. Yeah, negative 90 to 180. So something like that, but with less of this, puts it on the other side. And then I can change the length of this, which was actually back here. Where was that length? Amplitude, here it is. There we go. So now I've got sort of kind of a really long shade structure. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of it. Let's have you guys get caught up. I'll answer questions if there are any. And then we're going to move into a couple of other things related to this. So what questions do you have now? Yes?
What was the last one? What was the surface freeform and the...
Surface 4-point?
Is it 4-point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's this one up top here, 4-point surface. Okay, so I'll actually make this a little clearer as well. So let's just get all 4 of these together so you can see them all at once. So there you go. This is confusing. Move that up there. This is like the least confusing it can be. Okay, all right, go ahead and catch up.